Hi, everyone. My name is Eno Eka. I am the CEO and founder of Any Consulting, a consulting firm here based in Calgary. I am also an immigrant to Canada, and it is an honor to be moderating this roundtable today with the wonderful finalists for the category of STEM, entrepreneurship, and innovation. And with me today, I have Jose Azares, I have Angie Ostoik, and Erkin Atarano. So let's talk. We're having this roundtable to talk about your category. So I want to talk to you, Erkin. I'm going to start with you. What makes Calgary great? Why do you live in Calgary, and how has living in Calgary affected your journey as an immigrant to Canada?
Well, thanks a lot. Actually, you are the first immigrant who pronounced my surname correctly, so congrats.
Yay!
Yeah. Second of all, it was purely luck to come to Calgary. When I was in Moscow trying to move to Canada, my company is supposed to transfer me to Toronto, which I heard of, and in a couple of days before the booking the flight, they came and told me that this is a ticket that you're going to Calgary. So that was completely accident. I knew the geography, but I didn't know the well. But when I arrived that time, I started sensing that it was pure life that I'm in Calgary. First of all, it's one of the best towns for the family. Second of all, the community, business and social community are so diverse in terms of the types of the businesses and people, immigrants. Even if you take it, our mayor also is a first immigrant. Like we know that our economy is going through certain challenges, but actually by that challenge, the city is transforming to the next level by becoming diversified in terms of the economy. Is pushing people to be more creative, more entrepreneur, which is, I think, one of the best situations that we can face and transform the city during this recession time. And I'm pretty sure that the Calgary will continue to be one of the top best towns to live, as was rated last year. We're going to continue. You can see our top of the art, airport, museums, parks, those kind of items, including our communities, adding to be one of the best towns to live and succeed.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. So to you as well, Zay, what makes Calgary great? Why do you love living in the city? I love Calgary. When I came to Canada, I landed in Calgary. Work has taken me around Canada, but I still miss Calgary when I'm away. Even though it's -30, I still miss Calgary. So what makes Calgary great for you, Jose?
That's a good question. I like the great and the best, those are very subjective words, right? So it all depends on people. I won't say that Calgary was is the best city for me to live, because it's not. But when I lived there, it actually gave me the greatest opportunities, right? Sometimes it's not about saying, it's the best, or sometimes it's about acknowledging that it actually gave you the best opportunities that you had, So I think that's what Calgary did to me. It gave me the best opportunity, because I landed in Montreal. I went to University of Montreal. Then I went to Calgary to work with the Sancor. So that was actually a great opportunity that I had. I worked with Sancor for 5 years when the oil and gas was actually booming. Then we went through different transformations, and then I became an entrepreneur. So I guess it comes down to Calgary is a great city because it's a brand new city. It's very different from Montreal, very different from Vancouver. You don't have like the distractions that you have in Vancouver, with a lot of competition, Calgary is a brand new city going through a lot of challenges and struggles, but that's where the opportunities land, in struggles and opportunities. So I know it's not the typical answer where you say, oh yeah, Calgary is the best city ever. No, I'm not going to say that. Calgary is the best city for some people, depending on the journey. So the reason for me was just because it was actually going through a lot of struggles and market economical changes, and I was able to find opportunities there.
Fantastic. So you found opportunities in the midst of everything that was happening. Fantastic. Yes. Great. So Angie, how about you? What has made Calgary livable for you as an immigrant to live here in Calgary? What makes Calgary a great place for you?
Thank you so much. That's a great question. Coming from like 25 years ago, I landed here in Calgary, and there's no other place that I can think of being in, because from a third world country, I thought like, okay, this is a wonderful place to be in. But then I love the fact that there are so many different people, and I love the challenge to fit in. Like I can fit into like different kinds of cultures, and the adversity that Eric is saying, that gives me that challenge that I can grab in, and okay, I love to be in here because of that, the people, and of course the freedom to take advantage of the many privileges that are offered to immigrants like me. And I know for a fact that everywhere we go, like been here for 25 years, and we always plan, so maybe we go to Vancouver, maybe we go to, like, you know what I mean? Yes, it's warmer over there, but Calgary is a home, and I just love the freedom to express myself and be an entrepreneur, and with all the challenges that comes with it.
Thank you, Angie. Thank you so much. I agree. For immigrants, there's when you come to Calgary, you definitely find a home somehow. You definitely find someone from your home country. There's a community, and you feel welcome almost immediately. I was able to connect with a lot of people from my home country here, and that has also helped me to integrate with this community here. So back to you, Erkin. So let's talk about the category you've been nominated for, which is entrepreneurship and innovation. So tell us a bit about your journey so far as an entrepreneur, living in Canada and in Calgary.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm involved in both sides, entrepreneurship and innovation.
Yeah.
After working a couple of years in a big consulting firm, after coming to Calgary, I decided to leave that big firm and to run my own shop. And since then, we've grown every year, we doubled our size every year. Since then, even we increased our staff during this COVID recession. So on top of that, I'm also involved in a couple of startups on technology side, on drone and high resolution GIS business, as well as on the fintech side as well. So this journey of Calgary and Alberta allowing young entrepreneurs to try and maybe fail as well and try it again, that's kind of an environment where we live in. That's why it would be sad not to try it. And that's why when the society and the community economy is allowing you to try an error or try it and then continue, that would not to try that opportunity. So so far we were very successful. We established our offices in Toronto and other Red Deer as well, and we're expanding, doing a lot of work internationally as well from Calgary. We established an outsourcing office in overseas, so that to again this adds on the creativity, being creative and reducing a cost during this recession time.
Yeah. So, wow, fantastic, amazing work you're doing. And how old is your company, Erkin?
We've been in the market for 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it is not a easy road though. It has a lot of challenges when you start managing people, clients, and you will face a different challenge every day. You have to work on a weekend, and I mean, before, if you used to book your vacation. Now, between difference between vacation and working days,
Right.
you don't see that difference. You have to work during your
Yeah.
holiday
Yeah.
trips anyway. But the vision and legacy that you want to leave
Yeah.
after yourself, that's kind of pushing entrepreneurs like us to
Absolutely.
continue
Yeah.
and try to succeed.
Absolutely. Congratulations on your success, 6 years in business, and already having all those branches and already having collaborations outside Canada is amazing. So congratulations again.
Thank you.
So over to you, Angie. Tell us a bit about your journey as an entrepreneur and an immigrant also here in Calgary.
Well, as I said, with all the challenges that I have, I am loving it. The reason being it's to elevate me to always thrive for the next level of my career. And being a mother of four, raising small children, it's not easy to be juggling business and family at the same time. But I use all my experiences to connect with a lot of people. In 2017, I figured out like, if I can help as many people as I can to really tell their stories and inspiration, business tips, whatever it is that they can help other people, maybe together as accumulation with all those experience, it will help more people. Like, for example, not giving up in what they started. And being an immigrant is not easy to really fit into being the entrepreneurship that other people are saying, because of course it's hard. It's not for everyone, but at the same time, a lot of people wanting to be there, but unfortunately they can't. So in that magazine, there's accumulation of different businesses, business people, business owners that are really telling their stories. And so I had helped hundreds of people and also mentored a lot of people to get to the next level with all the experiences that I had. So that's why also we have what we call the AO Giving Heart, that is giving back to the community, and at the same time giving back to all the people back in the Philippines, and helping those vulnerable kids that who have no food to eat, and at the same time get them into be educated. So all the things that I've been doing, we have a very successful business in the financial industry. And that's something that I am doing with my husband right now. In all the experiences of almost 20 years of my career in sales, it's really giving me a lot of foundation to help these people get into their feet, and hopefully they can get their business going as well.
Fantastic, fantastic. Congratulations, Angie. Well done. Well done. So my last question goes to you, Jose. What's your advice to newcomers to Canada? So from what you shared with us, you have studied in Canada, you've worked and lived in Canada, and now you're an entrepreneur based in Calgary. So what's your advice to newcomers to Canada who are also looking to become entrepreneurs? They want to be able to start their own business someday, just like you. What's your advice to them?
Oh, that's actually a good question. Again, that's a question that it fits to everybody differently, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just share my experience. When I came from Venezuela to Montreal, I knew that I wanted to become an entrepreneur, but I realized that the intellectual gap between myself and somebody with the same age, with the same profile that was actually raised and born here in Canada was huge. Right?
Yeah.
Why? Because I came from an unsophisticated country like Venezuela that was going through, so my education was not as sophisticated as the ones that they had here. So the first thing that I realized, that you need to realize that there's a gap. You need to find out if the gap is intellectual, if the gap is personal, if the gap is spiritual. You define what that gap is depending on the kind of entrepreneurial journey that you want to have. Okay, in my case, the gap was intellectual. So I decided basically before going into doing entrepreneurship, I said, you know what, go back to university, basically get level. Nowadays you can get anything because it's a flat world. So you can get the or the intellect that you need anywhere you can. So I think that's that would be something that I'll share. It's not an advice because I'm nobody to be advising anybody. The thing that I'll share is that find out what kind of journey you want to have, and basically find the gap when you land in Canada, and find out what kind of gap is it, and try to basically attack it with the resources that you have at hand.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jose. That was fantastic advice or knowledge sharing, because when we move to countries like Canada, we need to make sure we assess ourselves, find the gaps between where we are and where we want to be, and closing those gaps either by going to school, learning, getting mentorship, coaching, whatever it is to help us achieve our goals. So on a final note, congratulations to all three of you finalists in this category, and I hope to see you later during the award ceremonies. It's bye from us. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.